What's up, guys? Nick here, and welcome back to our Top 10 Tuesday. Today I'm going to be discussing the top 10 apps I feel like Nintendo should make. Now, I decided to make this list because Nintendo started to make apps, and we have 3 apps so far that Nintendo made, which is Miitomo, Super Mario Run, and the newly released Fire Emblem Heroes. So I decided why not make a top 10 list of the other apps that I want to see Nintendo make. So we also know about the upcoming Animal Crossing, which I think is going to come out next year. Rumors have it, and so I feel like those will not be on my list, and the other ones that I mentioned that have already been made. So I will not be adding those on my list. But yeah, so this is just my opinion. I feel like that they should make some of them. I don't really feel like they should make that much, but I feel like it's a good choice, and they could maybe make money off of it, or it'd be just a fun thing to have on my phone. So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and start with number 10. So with number 10, I decided to do with Mario minigames. Now, I absolutely love the Mario minigames, both in Super Mario 64 and in New Super Mario Bros. For the DS, and both of them had similar minigames. Some were exclusive to the Super Mario 64 DS, and some were exclusive to New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. Both of them had some similar, but others had differences, like I said, and they were really fun. I absolutely loved them. I loved the Wanted one. That was one of my favorites. I also liked the one where it's like shuffleboard, and a few others which were really fun to play, and most of them involved the touchscreen. So I feel like they could add this to the iPhone, because with the iPhone you have basically all just touchscreen, and it would be just a fun thing to have on the iPhone to go, and maybe combine both of the two games, the mini games, and just have a fun time with it. So yeah, this is why it's at number 10, because it's already really a game, but then again, you have games like Sonic games that are on the iPhone, and also I think Ace Attorney games, which are on the iPhone, which have been on separate consoles, but they have been on the iPhone now. So I feel like they should do the same thing with these Mario mini games. Anyway, at number 9, we have Mario Kart Mobile. I feel like this could be pretty easily done, because mainly for Mario Kart, you only have like 3 or 4 buttons. You have the A button to go, the B button to use like an item, and the control stick to mainly move. And then there's drifting, but it's not really required. So I feel like this could be very easily done because of those 3 simple buttons. Maybe you could tilt the iPhone as steering instead of having to constantly hold left or hold right. And I feel like maybe you could tap one half of the screen to use the item, and then maybe just have to tap it once to just go, and then tap it another time if you want to stop. Because most of the time you're just going to be holding the screen, but maybe you can just tap it once, and then if you want to stop, you tap it another time. Most of the time you're just holding the A button, so I just feel like maybe you don't even need to press the gas button, and you just go automatically, like in Super Mario Run. Anyway, at number 8, I feel like 3DS minigames should be on the iPhone, either AR games or Face Raiders. Both of them are a great choice. I love both of them on the 3DS, and they're fun to play with, and just mess around and stuff. And I feel like they can be on the iPhone pretty easily, and also be really fun. And I just feel like it should be on the iPhone also. But yeah, anyway, number 7, we have a Mario Party game. I feel like Mario Party is a very easy game to put on an iPhone. Maybe not to play with friends, but just to play mini games, and maybe to play online with friends and stuff like that. Just because there's so many different mini games to play, and I feel like you can play a lot of them, especially some of the DS mini games on the Mario Party DS, which is one of my favorite Mario Party games, and I feel like you could definitely play a lot of them on the iPhone. It's definitely possible. I've seen emulators of the DS on the iPhone, and you can definitely play games like Mario Party DS. So I feel like it's definitely possible. It may be a little bit hard, but I feel like they should maybe not have just Mario Party DS mini games, but maybe they add others, or maybe they add some new ones. But I feel like there should be some type of Mario Party game in the App Store. Anyway, at number 6, we have a real Pokemon game. Now, I know that there is Pokemon Go and there is Pokemon Duel, and both games are okay, but there really hasn't been a real Pokemon game with strategy involved and a lot of like super effective attacks and actually battle against your opponent and choosing what move to do, rather than having it randomized like in Pokemon Duel, where it just randomizes your attack, or in Pokemon Go, or just tapping repeatedly but having no strategy. So I feel like there should be a real Pokemon game that have real Pokemon that you can maybe buy and stuff, instead of having to catch them, and then you just battle against other people with 6 Pokemon each, and maybe not have items on, but like you just battle against them. You have your 4 moves. You get to like choose what moves you want to teach your Pokemon, and just have a fun time. Anyway, at number 5, I feel like there should be some type of Metroid game on the iPhone, because I feel like that there should be some 2D type of Metroid game, and I don't feel like there will be one on the 3DS or on the Switch. So I feel like the best way to put it is on the iPhone instead of having it on the Switch or the 3DS, because the 3DS is more powerful, and same thing with the Switch, so they can handle the 3D Metroid game. But I feel like there should be a little knockoff Metroid game on the iPhone that's 2D and fun to play. Maybe a remake of Super Metroid, or a remake of Metroid 2, even though there has been one online. I feel like that Nintendo maybe could do a better job, or maybe just do the same thing, kind of like how they did with Earthbound Beginnings. But yeah, I feel like there just should be some type of Metroid game on the iPhone. Anyway, at number 4, we have Zelda. I couldn't not put this on my list, because Zelda's one of Nintendo's most popular franchises, and I feel like it definitely does deserve a spot on the iPhone or Android, and it definitely feels like it's meant to be on the iPhone or Android, just because exploring and just going on the go and having an adventure and stuff like that. Maybe not to be like a traditional Zelda game, but maybe have just like bunch of dungeons and stuff like that. Like you just have randomized dungeons and have a fun time, kind of like how I think it was in Triforce Heroes, where you're like on a tower, and like every level you go up, there's a different dungeon. It gets harder and harder. I feel like that there should be some type of thing like that, or maybe they do something else that's easier to control and have a better time with. But I just feel like Zelda should definitely be on the App Store, because it's one of Nintendo's most popular franchises, like Mario, Fire Emblem, and Animal Crossing. Anyway, at number 3, I feel like Elite Beat Agents is a great addition to the iPhone or Android, just because it just fits so well. And I feel like there should be an Elite Beat Agents 2 on the iPhone or Android, because it is such a great game. The first game was great on the DS. It's one of my favorite rhythm games of all time. And all you really do is just tap to the rhythm and tap at the right time with the music, and you'll be fine. And it's really a simple game that you just tap to the music, and it can be very well done onto the iPhone or Android. And it's just a really great game that I feel like a lot more people should play, and it's a very underrated DS game. And also maybe for Elite Beat Agents 2, they'll have more modern songs and maybe some new songs too. Maybe even some Nintendo songs, like some Bayonetta songs or Sonic songs. Maybe they can team up with Sega to put in some Sonic songs or other songs with lyrics. Or maybe even songs without lyrics, like the Smash Bros. Theme or stuff like that. Would be pretty cool. Anyway, at number 2, we have WarioWare. I feel like this game, WarioWare, is definitely a great choice to put on the iPhone because it's very simple and easy to play. You can have mini games like WarioWare Touched very easily on the iPhone. Same thing with WarioWare Twisted. Both of them are very easy to put on the iPhone because the iPhone has a touchscreen and the gyroscope, which the Game Boy Advance and the DS had. And basically you're just using one screen on the DS for WarioWare Touched. You just use the bottom screen, and it's very easy to play, it's very easy to use, and it's very easy to put on the iPhone or Android. And so it really does deserve a spot on the App Store just because it just makes so much sense. It really does. It just deserves a spot on the iPhone. Anyway, at number 1, I feel like Rhythm Heaven should definitely be on the iPhone, iPad, whatever you want, or Android. Just because like it's such an easy game. Mainly you're just pressing the A button in Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix and in Rhythm Heaven Fever. Sometimes you're pressing the B button, but most of the time you're pressing the A button. And I feel like the game should be on the iPhone and iPad because basically you're just tapping to the music. Just plug your headphones in like Elite Beat Agents, and you're just tapping to the rhythm and just being able to play it very easily. And it's just like in Rhythm Heaven DS, basically, but instead it's just one screen combined. Because basically in Rhythm Heaven DS, you had your touch screen, which was completely blank, and you just tapped on it, and then the regular screen just showed what the animation and visual effects were doing. So you really didn't need the bottom screen, or you didn't really need the top screen. The top screen could have been on the bottom screen, and you just tap. Maybe you don't really see what's happening, but you don't really need visual cues for Rhythm Heaven. Mainly it's just audio cues, and you can just play the game with just audio cues, and it's very simple by that. So it definitely can be used on the iPhone and iPad. Maybe there'll be like a little bit of space on the side for you to press the screen, but so that you can like maybe see the animations and stuff, and the visual cues can help sometimes. But I feel like it definitely could be on the iPhone, iPad, or Android very easily. And I feel like maybe they'll just keep the old games, but I feel like it definitely does deserve a spot, and a lot of people should definitely look into Rhythm Heaven because it is a great franchise, and it definitely deserves a lot more praise and recognition because it is such a great game. And I absolutely love Mega Mix, and it definitely should be more well known. Rhythm Heaven. But yeah, so that's basically my list. So thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Top 10 Tuesdays right here on Town Neck. Bye.